JayDaYoungan was reportedly arrested on accessory to second-degree murder. What exactly is going on with this case, and where is it right now?
So this was a shootout in rural Louisiana. There's like hundreds of people at a party, essentially kind of like in a field. And there's a shootout that happens. And it's a crazy shootout. Like when the cops arrived at the scene, they found AR-15 casings, armor-piercing bullets, heavy stuff. And the cops have a tough time figuring out what the hell happened because there was hundreds of people in a field in rural Louisiana. You know, like, how do you build a crime scene out of that? There was a 21-year-old mother who the cops believe was an innocent bystander. She was shot and killed. So the cops do their investigation, and they end up looking at a kid who was also wanted for another murder. Now, this other murder, they say, started with music videos. That one guy made a video and he was part of a gang and he's talking shit about another guy who's in a gang. And so the other guy makes a video and they go back and forth. Eventually the two see each other. One guy shoots the other guy. Then JayDaYoungan gets caught up in this because the cops say that they're looking for this shooter, the shooter from the first murder that they investigated through music videos. And they also believe he was involved in the shooting at the rural Louisiana field party where the 21-year-old gets shot. And they say JayDaYoungan helped him evade arrest. It's not clear from the court records exactly what they're saying he did. You know, a lot of times in these court records, they just say the charge or a very general description. They don't actually specify what's going on. If I had to guess, they're saying that he was an accessory by helping him evade arrest, and they're saying he obstructed justice. What they're probably saying is he probably gave him money maybe to run, or he gave him a place to hide out or stay, and otherwise sort of helped him just kind of run from police through financial means or any other sort of benefits he could give him. JayDaYoungan has obviously pled not guilty, and we'll see what happens with the charge. That case was investigated by an FBI task force looking into street violence. Now, this is Louisiana, and you know they're there in Baton Rouge, and you know they're there in New Orleans, and you know they're there. They're sitting there, I think, because of NBA YoungBoy, but you know we'll see. I mean, how many FBI task forces are there? And I'll just take you back to the YoungBoy case. So the FBI, one of the key issues that came out in this Louisiana case is, aren't you guys just targeting this kid? Aren't you just targeting him? And they're like, no, we didn't target him. We got a 911 call. That's why we showed up. Okay, well, 3 hours after you get the 911 call, didn't a special member of an FBI task force show up at the scene? They're like, yes. What are the chances that an FBI special task force is sitting in Baton Rouge, Louisiana for any reason other than NBA? I mean, we got street crime gangs everywhere. You telling me in cities the size of Baton Rouge, every single one of those, we've got FBI task forces? Anyway, so this FBI task force is involved on the JayDaYoungan situation. They're investigating it. And that spells problems because those people have a lot of resources and they're pit bulls. They're not satisfied with open cases. They like to close cases and they're ready to bring the full force of the federal government's criminal enforcement regime to bear. So that's scary.
Yeah, I mean, I've interviewed JayDaYoungan in the past. It's been some years. You know, very talented guy. I hope it works out. I hope it works out for him. I mean, this sounds like kind of a loose, grasping at straws kind of case. It's not like he's murdering anybody or he was holding the gun or anything else like that. Sounds like he's just being tied to something that someone else did. Yep,
and they're using music videos on him too. They're using music videos and say, oh, we see this guy with this alleged shooter and they have guns in the video. And, you know, his lawyer does it's kind of getting played out at this point, but his lawyer's like, well, you know, if this was a country music video talking about a shootout on Dixie Road, would you still use it as evidence?